Time and time again, Keith Rothfus has told liberal and left-leaning groups that he only represents the voters who actually voted for him. If elected, how do you plan on reaching out not only to those who voted for you, but for those who did not? 3 minutes. Tom, you'll go first.
The way I'm going to reach out is the same reason that people are open to listening to what I have to say. It's the same reason I don't get a lot of pushback. Representing people is about improving their communities, helping their families, giving them opportunity. This is what people need. This is what people want. When I talk about those economic infrastructure, when I talk about how do you improve education as it stands now, all of these feed into both sides. At the end of the day, there is a great overlap between us. Sure, we can talk about the fringe, extreme issues that the left and the right have, and the reasons that we disagree and shout at each other on Facebook. But at the end of the day, the most basic things that we all want, we overlap on, and that's to be able to have a way to feed our families, to know that when our kids grow up, they have an opportunity to go as far as they can to even become a president. And that should be an equal benefit for everybody, anybody, whether you're coming from a Democrat family, a Republican family, an independent family. This is a difference. I do not get into these squabbles. I don't care about them. And when we talk, sure, we're going to have differences. We're going to have a few different world views. But at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is what all of us need, want, and we know that we're not getting today, and what we could have. And when you give people solutions and ideas and give them a new worldview, this is how they get behind. This is what they want. That's how I reach out. That's why I'll be accepted. Thank you.
I think what we can do to ensure transparency, ensure accessibility to all constituents, is run on those fundamentals, as Tom mentioned, that we all believe in. I'm running a values-based campaign. I am a Democrat, and I'm proud to support Democrats. But the things that I'm running on are service, our charity, our passionate belief in what is right. Those don't belong to a party. Opportunity doesn't belong to a party. That's what I'm standing for, and that's what I'm running on. Just in the past 2 weeks, I've been amazed by this. I've had 3 totally unrelated people tell me that friends of theirs have changed their registration from Republican to Democrat in order to vote for someone in this primary, in order to vote for me in this primary. And these are, Republicans feel like they have no home right now. And so I don't think it's hard to reach out and extend an olive branch. We're not having principled arguments about, I don't know, what's the best way through taxation and spending. No, we're having outlandish arguments, and the right is not standing up to an outlandish president. And so those rational conservatives have nowhere to go, and I want to be a rational representative for them. I do that by being accessible. I do that by being transparent. I do that by, of course, holding town halls that Representative Rothfus has been too cowardly to do. We do this through transparency and accessibility. And when I am a member of Congress from Pennsylvania's 12th district, I'm a member of Congress for everyone who lives here. And it doesn't matter what letter is next to your name or how you voted. I want what's best for all of us. And that's what I'll guarantee as a member of Congress.
So for the last year, I've spent an enormous amount of my time reaching out and listening to Republicans. This group that I built in 2017 focused primarily, or almost entirely, because it was an odd year election, on local candidates, many of whom had to cross file, had to win both Republican and Democratic sides, and especially because the area in which I live is primarily Republican. We couldn't win with just Democratic votes. So this group that I trained, almost 200 strong, who went out for school board candidates and judicial candidates and for township candidates, went out and talked to both Republicans and Democrats. We knocked on their doors, we made phone calls to them. And we learned an awful lot about just showing up and talking to people and listening to them. will win you votes. That's what we spent the last year doing, so I'll just continue to do that, not only throughout this year, but should I be a congressperson? Throughout my term in Congress. That's the only way to win out here in southwestern Pennsylvania. We can't just focus on our own people. We just can't focus on the people that are the strongest in our own party. The only way to win out here is that. Now, what I found in these conversations, as Aaron suggested very much, a lot of these people don't have homes. A lot of independents, a lot of soft Republicans would say, I need to come out and vote for somebody, and I like your candidate. And so that's what we continue to do throughout my time in Congress and throughout the next year as well.
3 minutes.
For the past 27 years, I have been a civil trial attorney. All that I do, I don't care if you're Republican, you're Democrat, you have a problem, it gets solved. That's the kind of person that I will be in Congress. I want to solve the problems of the 12th Congressional District. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my head, we have to do this. We have to come together. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. I'm going to hold town hall meetings. Anybody can call me. If you have a problem, we have to solve it. That's how I am. That's how I've always been. It doesn't matter. We need jobs. We need to solve the opioid crisis. We need health care. We have to get along. We have to get these things done together. And that's what I intend to do. And I intend to do it for everybody in this room and everybody in the 12th Congressional District. And I will do it. I promise you.